friends, going live. Wait a second. Okay, now going live. I believe everything is set up, good to go. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Tonight is not the new moon. No. This is the hunter's moon. For us shiny hunters will prosper by hunting the most badass shiny in the game. I'm talking about Darkrai. How you guys doing? Let me just check one thing. It looked like maybe the screen was messed up on the playback here. I'm also going to want to... Oh, two things. I want to check and adjust the screen and check the audio, but more importantly, I think anyways, the audio I checked before I started, so I think it's good. But the big thing is I want to make sure that screen doesn't look like trash. How long am I streaming? Actually, it's funny that you ask that, Tristan. This will be a shorter stream. I am not going to stream ungodly long like a typical Friday. This Friday, I will only be going for a couple of hours. Everything sounds good. All right, welcome. Mal, how are you doing? Tristan? Guys, you can see one problem is this is not Darkrai. That is Shaman. Hi, Shaman. I'm coming back to hunt Shaman. Don't think that I'm walking away from this hunt. This is a temporary situation only. Let's go get Darkrai. I had to do this on the new moon because, one, I love that they're doing this on the new moon, and two, I absolutely freaking love... Sorry, I had to make sure I was flying to the right place. I absolutely freaking love Darkrai's shiny form. Here's a cool little tidbit for everybody. Kakashi, welcome. Other than I'm drinking a Monster Energy drink, it's one of the zero sugar ones. I don't think I've ever had Monster ever outside of the original green one, so I'm going to take a sip and see if this is good. Not bad. I kind of dismissed Monster after the green ones were terrible, in my opinion. Alright, so, check this out. I have never hunted Darkrai legitimately. So, it turns out the only time I ever caught Darkrai, and I caught it as a shiny, I walked off the map. I used the Dark Void glitch 15 years ago to do it. I never actually received the item and did the event ever. This is the first time I'm ever doing Darkrai legit. First time ever. Zero sugar is bad. Soda is for sugar. I can kind of agree, but this doesn't taste too bad, man. Although it's an energy drink. I'm not a big energy drink person. This is kind of uncharted waters for me. Motor Drive, how you doing? Darkrai encounter below 100 attempts. Motor Drive. That is the drive I want, my friend. Motor Drive, you said you had a video coming out today. Did that come out? This is the boat right here. Harbor Inn. The text is too faded to read. We're going to accept the invite, my friends. The door is tightly shut. It appears impossible to open. Huh. Two things. One, I think there's a graphical glitch going on above Psyduck. That girl's pants are texture blending. Two, this is unexpected. Where is Darkrai? I'm sorry that I cheated to get you, but yeah, I cheated. I glitched to get you years ago, but I don't know how to do the event. Oh, crap. Shit. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Minor. You know what? I'm gonna put the overlay up. No. I'm not putting the overlay up. Yeah, I'm putting the overlay up. Let's just leave that overlay up. That's fine. Motor Drive says, you're the second person to ask that. Yes, it did. So I guess that confirms I'm shadow banned. No, that confirms that my internet was out all day at work, actually. I literally haven't... I've been off on my own little island, distant from everybody because my internet was out at work. We also had a power outage yesterday at work. So, I mean, we're just having a great... You need to get into the mystery gift. I did do that. Did I not accept the gift, though? I wonder if that's perhaps the... Yeah, it's done. Oh, no. You know what? This could be a thing. Shoot. I never did this this event legitimately. I wonder, do I have to have the lunar wing before I do it? Oh, I didn't consider this. Nito did not think this through. Do I need the lunar wing first? do I need to do Cresselia's event? Do you want to set sail to Iron Island? No, I got to find that kid that... Crap. Can anybody confirm that for me? Do I need the lunar wing? I need to look this up. Mal's over here laughing. I see you. I get it. I know. I didn't do the event legit. I cheated. But hey. Mia says, I just catch Darkrai. It took me 49 regular Pokeballs. So this particular stream, I don't have a team that is set up to fight Darkrai because literally my catch mechanics here, my strategy is to use Chimecho, which will get murdered by Darkrai. So this is a conundrum. Sea Salt, how you doing? I forgot. I never did this event legitimately, Sea Salt. 15 years ago, I cheated. I didn't cheat, I should say. I supplemented the way to get to Darkrai. I used the Dark Void glitch, and therefore, I don't know why the Darkrai event is not here. The door is tightly shut. I'm suspecting that I already had to do the Cresselia event, which means that that shiny hunt is dead, which well, it's been a lot. Well, okay. At 100,000 resets in 15 years, now 16 years of hunting this thing, do I even want to be sad that I can't get Cresselia as a shiny? No, I think it's time to accept. I think that's probably what I have to do. I think that I'm supposed to get the lunar wing, otherwise I can't go there. Hey, Zook, I cannot remember. You will have to remind me, and my apologies. What is your main username? I have unfortunately forgotten. Thank you guys for the likes on a scuffed start. But welcome, Zook. I'm glad that you found your way here. I'm lost. I'm guessing that I need to do the Lunar Wing event. Got here like 5 minutes ago, but I just saw, did not send the message. Came in the snom. Okay, came in the snom. Zook, I gotta remember that. Mia says, I also tried to do that. Was able to get, okay, I'm guessing... I'm going to save. Let's do... Where's the... Oh, man, I can't even remember. It's you. Yeah, it is you. So, the little boy is thrashing in his sleep. Da-da-da-da. Darkrai is watching you. I need to go get the Lunar Wing. Zook. Zook it is. I need the Lunar Feather from Full Moon Island to awaken him. Will you go to Full Moon Island? So let's go do the Cresselia. Let's release Cresselia. By the way, I will give anybody in this chat right now this game for free if after 16 years of hunting Cresselia with no results, I release Cresselia for storyline right now, and it happens to be a full-blown, full odds shiny. If that happens, I will give everybody Legends Arceus right now in the chat. I'm thinking I need to do the Lunar Wing. Well, yeah, I was gonna. Wow, that looks really good. I love the oversprite. Farewell, Cresselia. I just released Cresselia. That's it. Cannot shiny hunt it. I have locked myself out of shiny hunting Cresselia. But the trade-off is I need to get Darkrai, so I'm thinking that I had to do this. All right, let's see if I can go to Darkrai now. I didn't want to do this. I kind of wanted to shiny hunt Cresselia, but I can always make another profile. Besides that, let's be honest, guys. I'm backed up on all my shiny hunts indefinitely forever, so oh well. I will get Cresselia on this cartridge. You can't see me pointing. I'm pointing at my Nintendo DS, and I will get it because I'm not giving up. It's been 16 years, and I will not give up. Huh. Oh, the event's not over. I don't think I woke the sun up. Sorry, guys. I never finished the Cresselia event either because I could not find freaking Cresselia. There we go. The boy's sleeping face became untroubled and serene. The little boy woke up. I'm so sorry. This kid's been asleep in my original game for 16 years with nightmares because I refuse to give him the lunar wing. I am such a jackass. I've regained my spirit as a sailor. Come sail with me later. Maybe. Where do you want to sail to? I've never done this event. Full Moon Island. Okay, I was gonna say there's nothing new. I've never done that because I never finished the shiny hunt, so I know I am a monster. What is wrong with me? Is this open yet? There it is. Guys, I had to give up my shiny Cresselia. Wow, this guy is sketchy. Okay. Can I just appreciate that if you walk into a room or a house and this is the theme that plays, you should turn around and leave the house. Run off with a strange man on his boat. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. We've had a reservation for you. We've held it for a long time. This is not going to end well. I have never done this event. Oh, this is bad. Don't go to sleep in the stranger's bed, please. No. Why didn't you guys tell me this is a horror game? Oh, we're here. I never even did this in Platinum version. Darkrai, you there? Oh, dear God. I didn't think I was going to be scared, but now... Oh. Oh. All right. Let the hunt begin. So here's how it's going to be. Here's how it's going to work, guys. My team's not ready for this. So if he does show up, I'm going to chuck Dusk Balls at him. I need to figure out his moveset, by the way. A lot of shiny hunters make this mistake, and do not be like them. Count your freaking moves. If you guys are counting, you will not lose a shiny to a surprise struggle. Don't be famous on Twitter for losing your shiny. Either way. So for now, it's just going to be throwing Dusk Balls and a Master Ball, because that's how I caught the original, was in a Master Ball. So I will do that again. All right. I'll stand behind him. He's tiny. I never realized Darkrai was so tiny. I thought he was going to be bigger than that. I don't know. I'm not as scared. I came up on this thing, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm kind of afraid. And then you come up to him all the way, and it's like, oh, you're only like 4.5 foot tall. You're like about as tall as my mods. Raven and Skyheart Demon are the same height. You're so tiny. Hi, Darkrai. Hi. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, we're doing this. Hello, Darkrai. So, out of curiosity, runaway method. Legit? Does it work? What level are you? Are you 60? You're 50. 50? Okay, I can live with that. So, I'm just kind of curious, like, runaway. You couldn't get away. No, let go of me. Don't do it. Ow. Anybody know if the runaway method works? Just to try it, you know. Maybe nobody tried it. A voice called out from somewhere. Darkrai, your power is strong. Though you don't will it, you make people and Pokemon around you see terrible nightmares. That is why you came here. New Moon Island. Here, there is no one but you. There are none that can be drawn into your nightmare. And if anyone were to fall into the nightmares, Full Moon Island is close by. Whoa, 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 whoa. There is no runaway method. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. All right, let's let the hunt begin, my friends. The hunter's moon is out, and we are all under its moonlight. All right, so Mia, you said he has Hypnosis, Sucker Punch, Double Team, Foul Play. So let me get my notepad document out. Let's start with this. Hypnosis. Sucker Punch. Double team. Foul play. He doesn't have Dark Void? Are you sure about this? I'm very confident that he would have Dark Void. Also, autosave was off, right? Everybody's sure. Yeah, I was going to say, I just want to check, but autosave is totally off, right? Good. Just making sure. All right, so he doesn't, but it also surprised me. All right, no worries. I'm going to make sure that I check how many of these moves there are, so not until level 66. Huh. Azalea. I don't remember. I could have sworn he had Dark Void when I caught him in Diamond. Oh, it's been 15 years. My memory's crap. Start the encounter. You are terrifying, Darkrai. I love that they gave him these kind of graphics. Like, this is a really cool battle. Why am I pinged on Twitter so much? And I didn't mean to pull Twitter up. I just meant to pull up. All right, so Hypnosis. How much you got? 25, I think? 20? Hypnosis Pokemon, not actual Hypnosis. Do you need Arceus for your Pokedex? I don't need anything for my Pokedex. I speedran the game. I have 8 Pokemon. All right, Hypnosis. Max PP is 20. All right, first number. Like I say, don't be an amateur, guys. Count your moves. I have not gotten time. I had a chaotic week. I have not finished Legends Arceus. I was going to stream it, actually, Wednesday. I chose not to. Next, Sucker Punch. God, he looks sick. That is... I love it. Freaking looks amazing. I can't wait for that thing to shine, man. I would go all night if I had the ability to do that tonight, guys. So what do you guys think of mythical Pokemon in general? Darkrai is easily the most badass mythical, am I correct? Agree, disagree? Monster Energy Ultra Gold. That's what I'm drinking right now, and note that I'm not a connoisseur of energy drinks. This was gifted to me in the form of somebody left it in the fridge. It's mine now. Sucker Punch. Ooh, I just typoed, and it came out as a very bad word. That was hilarious because I didn't mean for that to happen. Victini because it's Victini. Victini is very lovable. Not like Darkrai here, who's noble for a cause, but scary as shit. Sucker Punch. You only got 5 of those. Out of curiosity, I'm just curious. I have to do a test run really quickly while I'm doing this. I want to see, because right now I'm not prepped. I don't have anything to my name other than I have a lot of Pokeballs. So I'm just wondering, how much of a chance do I stand against him? Oh, actually, you know, maybe I could actually try instead of just chucking balls at the thing. But I'm curious. I'm not prepped. So if I were to use Yawn right now. Zeraora. That's an interesting pick because I think Zeraora is underappreciated. Especially by me. By the way, I think I just dodged something out of love. I'll be the first person to admit that I didn't like Zeraora at first. Why does it look like an Among Us crewmate? Who? Darkrai? Darkrai is the original badass. I love that I'm dodging everything with... When you told me to release hacked Pokemon, it was too late. Wait, Darkrai can learn... Nope, I missed that. I missed what that's in context to, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, Mia. So the next one is Double Team. How many PP do you have with Double Team? This is the strat, by the way. should have a better strategy than this, but I'm not going to do that because I don't feel the need. Now, I could actually stop here probably, but I'm not gonna. I'm just going to use Super Fang again. Oh, how did you dodge it? You're asleep, you jerk. Dodge this, you filthy casual. Ooh, he doesn't care. 15 is how many double teams he has. So 15. That's why we're going to... Oh, if he's got double team. Oh, that sucks. I can't put him to sleep because I'm going to be missing all the time. All right, so use Super Fang again. You're probably going to miss. Ow. And then Foul Play is his final move. Nito, look at your server. Go to the Pokemon channel. All right, I could do that. All right, Pachirisu, you can go ahead and die now. I'm just doing a test run. I'm making sure I can catch the thing. I will throw a Master Ball at it if I have to because I'm not prepared for this thing, but I am curious how well I can do. Oh, the Chimecho. I guess I don't agree. I don't see it. Have you heard Pokemon anime? I did. I heard it was the 25th anniversary. I can't believe that it's been 25 years already. 25 years. Dude, the Pokemon Journeys anime looks like it's absolutely sick. I cannot believe they have brought back everything. I almost believe, like, if you were to stop making the Pokemon anime after this and say, or just say Ash's storyline is done, he's ending on such a high note this season. Everything's been done. It's crazy. All right, and then Foul Play. So Foul Play, I'm looking that up now. He doesn't dish out the damage, so... I mean, the rocks! No wonder I was like, man, I don't understand. He's not seeing... I'm not seeing what he's seeing. Let's see. What rocks look like Okay, yeah, I see it. I'll give you that. I definitely see it. Can't trade on SP, says Mia, and... I'm looking for Foul Play. That's double team. I accidentally went backwards, or forwards, I should say. Alright, next up. Sun and Moon was excellent. I watched the Sun and Moon anime, and honestly, when it was super childish, I didn't like it, but oh my god, did the Sun and Moon anime have some moments. 15, plus it had a great ending. 15 is Foul Play. Alright, so you've got 55 moves. I feel like that's plenty. That's plenty to not accidentally get swept or to fail the Pokemon to struggle. Alright, again, just a test run. If anybody's wondering why am I shiny hunting and yet here I am catching the non-shiny version. Simple. I just want to see if I should bother trying or... Well, I mean, I shouldn't say should I bother trying. I'm just curious how long I could go if I had to. I'm going to try and get it in a Dusk Ball. The first time I did this 15 years ago, I threw the Master Ball. And it was because it was a purple shiny. I thought it was so awesome. I've got to do it. So I went for the Master Ball to match it. This time, I kind of want to hang on to that Master Ball. So I'm like, you know what? This time, I'm not going to do that. This time, I'm going to throw a Dusk Ball. Because it's a Dusk Ball, it's in the dark, you know, it makes sense. And I think it's cool. Darkrai's catch rate sucks. He's absolutely sucks. MC, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I promise I'll get to some resets. I just want to see where I'm at. It also leaves me without a Master Ball, and I know that Arceus is still out there. And I would really feel bad if I didn't Master Ball Arceus. First time I caught Arceus shiny, it was an Ultra Ball. That would still be what I pick, is the Ultra Ball. I know it makes sense to go for it in a Pokeball or a Premier Ball for the memes. I'm going for it for an Ultra Ball because all the others have been done already. Plus, let's be honest, if I throw a Premier Ball at the thing, I'm being an idiot. Okay, so I can catch it if I have to. No problem. No problem, guys. It ain't gonna struggle to death. We're good. I don't need to be prepared. I don't need false swipers. I have a squirrel. Other mythicals. Genesect, I believe, is a mythical, so I'm going to vote Genesect is really cool and deserves a Legends game. Legends Genesect. Munching on tacos, Mal, I am impressed because I have a taste for tacos, and you mentioned tacos, and I'm like, that would hit the spot perfect. I would love a taco right now. A fish taco? Oh, man, I would die. I don't know why, but I've wanted tacos for a while. MC says you finally beat Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire after owning it as a child and not getting past one of the gyms. That was not shiny, right? Okay. I look at the eye more than I look at the purple, because here I think the purple's going to screw me up a little bit. And share if you could. We will make tacos, and we will eat tacos all night. Now, it will come back to haunt us, but that night will be glorious. Sea Salt says, Marshadow is cute, Zero Aura is too, one of my favorites. Marshadow is an excellent ghost type. That's a good pick. Love Marshadow, and Marshadow is awesome in Smash Bros. Because it's an insta-kill, and it is, like, no chill at all. Just straight up ruthless. Plus, the movie was really good, the Marshadow movie. I actually really enjoyed that. There's a really cool scene of Charizard versus Incineroar. By the way, I'm going to get back to the Pokemon anime here in a sec, too, but... either way, Marshadow, awesome pick. Zera Aura, same thing, was cool in the movie. It had a movie that wasn't anything super special. I should say it was all right, but really in the anime, in the Sun and Moon anime, I loved Zera Aura. I think Zera Aura had a really cool Sun and Moon debut. Its moves are really cool, but especially it was a cool event. Sword and Shield. I mean, that was really cool, those raid events. I just heard something outside, and I'm not sure. You may have heard that, too. I think it was somebody crashing. I'm going to go take a look at that, because it sounded like somebody literally crashed their car. I'm not joking, guys. You probably heard that. It really did, dude. It literally sounded like somebody crashed their car. It sounded like somebody got on the brakes and slid and crashed. But apparently it's all good. So does anybody have Shaman? I abandoned my Shaman hunt temporarily to go after my all-time favorite shiny. Archo, welcome to the stream, my friend. A shiny... What, the Zera Aura event? It was because that was what I was talking about before I walked away from the mic. Or Darkrai. Darkrai is sick, man. Darkrai. Okay, so two things. One, let me see what we got here. I need to catch up with the friggin' chat. Sea Salt says, my partner is keeping up with Journeys. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for Netflix to release them, which I thought they did. So now you just answered a question that I secretly had. So thank you for that. It's amazing, dude. I gotta say, I've seen a lot of clips, if you will, and I guess some of the more shocking moments are now ruined for me, but still, holy crap, Journeys seems like they're going all out. I know I watched on Netflix a couple of the original episodes of Pokemon Journeys. I freaking loved that they used the sound effect for Lugia from the Pokemon movie 2000. It was the same sound effect for Lugia. I'm like, oh, that is so perfect. Shaman. My Shaman is also committed. It's just not caught yet, but it will be. Don't worry, it will be. Shaman, Darkrai, Arceus. In fact, if I were doing this like I did 15 years ago, if I do the exact same order, it would be botched because I got Darkrai before I even got Giratina. Because I caught Giratina and I liked it, and then I didn't save because in my mind, any legendary I was catching was ruining the chance to shiny hunt it. So I remember I caught Giratina. I was like, oh, I got to come back and shiny hunt this thing. Then I found out Darkrai existed, and I dropped everything in the world to make sure I could get one. Went through the void, came out of the void. It was terrifying. Found Darkrai, shiny hunted it for like a month straight, caught it, Then I want to say after that I went for Giratina. That one took quite a while. Caught it. Or no, I take it back. Giratina was a quick hunt. At that time, I did not have a shiny Dialga, by the way, fun fact. I traded those, and then I restarted the game, and that's when I hunted Dialga. But still, I don't remember when that was. I started the Cresselia hunt because I cheated to get Darkrai, so I could do that. And then Arceus came last, but before Heatran, because I didn't like Heatran, so I wasn't going to shiny hunt it. Then I didn't catch it because I was like, well, maybe I will shiny hunt it someday. Arceus after that, through means, let's just say, to get that Aether Flute. And then Shaman I never shiny hunted, so I guess I can't do it the way I did. Sea Salt says, just going to say, I really hope Journeys is Ash's last adventure. Sea Salt, I agree, because it seems like they're wrapping everything up. Also, I love him, but we got to let go of him eventually. I would love to see them ditch Ash on a super high note. Now, guys, I'm about to say something that I want to say I saw it before April Fools, so I believe that this is not fake. But it could be a spoiler. I wish I hadn't seen it, actually. It could be a spoiler from Pokemon Journeys. So if you don't want to hear it, just mute the stream for maybe a minute. So I will give you a sec. It is a huge spoiler. I saw something, and I wish I hadn't seen it, but I was like, oh, this would be insane if they did this. I don't know if it was real. I will put that out there right now. I have no clue if this is real. All I know is I saw a thing cross my feed that appeared to show Ash battling his father. Now, if that actually happens, especially because they're bringing Ash Greninja back from X and Y, they have got to ditch Ash at the end of the series. Let him be a champion. Hell, make a new protagonist who actually fights Ash later. That would be sick. I agree, Sea Salt. I think you're right 100%. Archo says you don't follow the anime, so you have no clue what you're talking about. Well, then you're fine. There was nothing to spoil. Mia says, would I be able to offer you would I be able to offer for your Shaman if you don't want it after you catch it? My Shaman is actually already committed to somebody else. I will be transferring it via Pokemon Home. I am hunting it for them. Unfortunately, I don't have it yet, but I will. Follow Go instead of Ash. I have heard that a lot of people like Go. Similar to how everything always changes when the season changes, people didn't like Go at the start, and then they did. So that is correct, Archo. I have already promised Raven my Shaman. But it's just like X and Y. I'm sorry, not X and Y, Sun and Moon. So Sun and Moon, I don't remember if anybody even talks about this anymore. People hated Sun and Moon because Ash was, well, spoilers for X and Y, I guess. Let's just say Ash did really, really well as a character, grew a lot of mature moments happened in X and Y. Sun and Moon came around and changed the art style, and everybody hated it. I remember that. It got a lot of crap. And I'll admit, I was kind of in the same boat. I had high expectations of X and Y. I really enjoyed X, Y, and Z, X, Y, Z. And then things changed for Sun and Moon. The first season of Sun and Moon I thought was but I was like, okay, I dig this. But then, after Sun and Moon, first season, second season picked up and got very mature very quickly. And by the third season, there were some straight up, like, emotionally punch-in-the-gut scenes. I was very surprised to see Pokemon do it, the things they did. And I guess it happened in the first season a little bit, too. There was something that happened. So Sun and Moon, I was like, whoa. I completely didn't care about that anymore at all. Nothing. I did not care about that art style. I did tell the spoiler, but I gave the spoiler warning. Glitchy says, go. He has some... I guess I don't hate him. I don't know why people did either. Darkrai within 100, according to Motor Drive said that. Within 100 encounters. Sea Salt says, Go is one of my favorite Pokemon characters. In fact, he is one of my favorite characters out of everything I've watched. See, now you're speaking highly of Go on that one. I think that's awesome. Because I watched people immediately go, oh, his name is Go, which, of course, I don't know what it is in Japanese, but his name is Go, dude. This thing's going to suck. And I saw people saying, yeah, we're starting over. Sun and Moon was so mature, which, of course, we didn't expect it to be. Now we're probably going to go back to the same old, same old. So, long story short, the anime writers for Pokemon know what they are doing. Holy crap. But that was not always the case. Case in point, this thing right here. I'm transitioning into this. That's right, guys. I'm bringing this up. Tobias. First off, let me know if you know who Tobias is. Zachary Necrozma, welcome to the stream. And you said, is there an April Fool's joke anywhere here? No, actually, I didn't do anything this year. Last year, I have a video called April Fool's 2021. It was funny to me. Some people found it funny. It wasn't anything great. But yeah, I didn't do anything for April Fool's, my friend. You're joke-free here. You don't have to worry about anything. I just didn't have the spirit. I love that you drew, because I was looking at the rock here. Yeah, Deckert, you drew that in a way that I didn't think you were going to draw the Among Us thing. I thought it was the rock in the background, so you completely, you went the totally different way. Came in and you said check DMs. What do you got? You got a tier list, and it looks like Furt is at the top, so I already like it. I dig it. I dig that almost as much as I dig Mal's tacos. I could seriously use some tacos in my life. All right, Tobias. Anybody know who Tobias is? If you watch the anime, that's the only way you would know who Tobias is. Can I just say Darkrai looks so badass in this game? All right, here it goes. Clues, clues, again, clues once. Heard the name, everybody? All right, I'm going to drop it for you guys. I'm going to tell you who Tobias is, because I remember watching that, and I remember I was like, oh, crap. Tobias. Zachary says, isn't Tobias the guy in the Sinnoh League? Yes, correct. Tobias had Darkrai in the league. I thought this was the craziest thing. Ash defeated his rival in the league. It was a huge thing. And he was fighting a rival, Paul. If you guys remember Paul, Paul was an Eevee trainer. Paul had good IVs. He literally would scan his Pokemon. Paul would scan his Pokemon for good IVs, and then he would Eevee train them, and he hinted at all this. He had a good spread of team, and he never reused Pokemon. It was crazy. And Ash overcame that. So then he faces off against Tobias, who literally swept everybody with Darkrai. Now, originally I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be awesome. Ash loses like 3 Pokemon. Ash becomes the first trainer in history to defeat Tobias's Darkrai with Sceptile. Ironically, Darkrai Prevails has just subscribed. How appropriate, my friend. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you always find this place in good company. So, Tobias, it was great. Ash had such a good brain that season because Ash's Heracross falls asleep to Darkrai's Dark Void. So Ash calls out the attack Sleep Talk, and Heracross uses Mega Horn and hits him for a critical hit. It was so awesome. I'm like, oh, it's a super effective critical hit Mega Horn. Ash, you're a genius. So because of that, Darkrai has like no HP left. Sceptile defeats Darkrai. And Tobias sits there for just a moment like, holy crap. I've never lost before. Holy crap, this guy's insane. And I thought, oh man, they're going to let Ash beat Tobias. I bet he's going to become the league champion this season. Oh, doesn't that sound hype? Time to ruin it, guys. His second Pokemon was Latios, and even though Ash does defeat Latios, he loses because it cost him all of his Pokemon. So he just loses, and then that's it. Tobias sweeps the champion, or the final match, with just Darkrai and grabs the trophy, and we never talk about him again ever. What a buzzkill. If Ash had beat Tobias, that would have been the most legendary thing that ever happened in Pokemon ever. But instead, they just decided to have Ash... At least they didn't do him dirty. They let Ash go out with dignity. He took out Darkrai and Latios. But why, it doesn't make any sense. Why did Tobias have Darkrai and Latios? Why, good writing would have been, he has Darkrai, he loses Darkrai, he has 5 more badass Pokemon, Ash overcomes his deficit, and nobody expects him to win. He beats Tobias, and then he becomes the champion, or subsequently, because it would be weird why the semifinal round was more hype than the final round, maybe Ash does lose. But, maybe Tobias barely squeaks by and barely wins, and then he beats the final guy with only Darkrai. Instead, they just swept Ash and got him on to the next season. I was like, well, that sucks. You kind of broke some hearts there. We were all hoping for a little more than that. Zachary Necrozma says, Tobias had 4 unknown Pokemon. We don't know what his team was. Did he have other legendaries? A Heatran? We saw somebody with a Heatran in that series. We saw somebody casually using a Heatran or walking up to register with a Heatran. So, obviously, people had legendaries, but at the same time, it was weird that they put Tobias in there if Ash was going to have a cool moment but not cool enough. It was weird. Sea Salt says, I have a feeling that he'll beat Leon and become the champion. If he does, if Ash becomes champion and defeats Leon, I don't want them to continue the story with Ash. I say move on to a new character. Mia says, I have a question about Ash's Greninja. He's in the lore, they say, like they have this weird ninja village in X, Y, and Z, and like their savior, if you will, their super Pokemon was Ash Greninja. It was a Greninja that had an alternate form that was not a Mega Evolution. Oh, don't worry, Archo. You just sit back and enjoy the show. Since you don't know about the Pokemon anime, we will be happy to catch you up. So, basically, long story short, Archo is in the Sinnoh League. Ash defeats his rival in a huge 3-episode bout. Then he goes on to face a guy who's mysterious and has blue hair named Tobias. Tobias uses Darkrai. Ash beats the Darkrai. So you'd think that everybody was like, oh my god, he beat Darkrai. This is it. Maybe Ash is going to win the league. Nope, Tobias whips out a Latios, and even though Ash does defeat the Latios, he ties with Pikachu versus Latios, except Ash is out of Pokemon. So he loses the league in some weird anticlimactic thing. At least when he lost to Harrison, and I'll catch you up on this too, Archo. In the Silver Conference of the Johto series, they unveiled to the world Blaziken. Although, actually, it wasn't during the league. They established Blaziken in advance. But they showed Blaziken before we had the games, Ruby and Sapphire. So it was the first time anybody saw Blaziken was in the anime. They had Ash go up against Harrison, who had Blaziken. They both go down to their final Pokemon, Charizard versus Blaziken. Charizard barely loses. Blaziken is like barely able to stand, and so is Charizard, and then Charizard just falls, and that's it. It's over. So that was a way to go out in dignity while also showing a Pokemon we didn't expect to see, Blaziken. In Sinnoh, they seem to not do that. Instead, they had Ash defeat Darkrai only to go on to lose very quickly. It was a buzzkill. Archo also says, I saw a bit as a kid. I just remember Infernape messing up Electivire. That was Paul versus Ash. That was the Season 4 version of Ash versus Gary. Sea Salt says, I still hope Go becomes the pro tag. We watch him catch every Pokemon and catch his Mew. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. He wanted his first Pokemon to be Mew. Very unreasonable expectations out of him. But nonetheless, I say go for it. No, I don't know much about Go, but honestly, I think that'd be cool. I think Ash has had his run. I think it's cool to humor the idea anyways that maybe his run ends. Maybe Ash does become a champion finally, and he becomes a fighting champion, you know? That's what it was, Archo. At least this is the conspiracy version of it. So Paul was representative of the Eevee trainers. He was me. He was the guy that I used to get ridiculed for playing accountant instead of playing Pokemon. A lot of people said, why would you want to do that much math? But that was my fun, was IVs, EVs, natures, and getting a competitive setup. That's what Paul was alluding to, that's the theory anyways, is that Paul was supposed to represent those trainers. Meanwhile, Tobias, he's that guy that bought the action replay. And then he set all of his IVs to 6. So that's what Paul was versus what Tobias was. Melmetal, I believe, is mythical. And technically, Ash, yeah, you're right. Ash is the only one that's got one. So, I mean, Ash is a pretty legendary trainer if you think about it at this point. Nah, they consider Melmetal to be mythical. Thank you guys so much. I just saw 10 likes on the stream. I really appreciate that. And the reason that means a lot to me is I'm glad you guys are hanging out and talking with me at a time where I'm going to have a shorter stream, and I've had a pretty rough week, to be honest. So I appreciate you guys, really, truly. Hey, don't look at me. Back in my day, I didn't have this mythical versus legendary thing. It was just legendaries. See this right here? This was a legendary. This thing literally haunting your nightmares under the Hunter's Moon. This thing was a total nightmare. And it was a legendary. Now it's a mythical. I think he's mythical. Cresselia is also mythical, right? Cresselia is not legendary. That'd make no sense. Archo says you've been studying all week. Do you got finals coming up? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it is April. You guys, anybody that's in school, you're going to be having finals soon. My sympathies. Finals kind of suck because they all hit at the same time. Zachary Necrozma says, in Alola, all known Meltan combined to make Ash's Melmetal. Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. Important exams. 4 exams. Ace them, Archo. Knock them out of the park. I'll never forget. I got the top score in Advanced Organic Synthesis Chemistry. The top score on the final exam went to me. I got an A+, as I was the absolute peak. I got a 58%. Always love that, right? It was great. 58%. A+. To be fair, there's only a handful of times I ever took really good tests. I guess I had test anxiety. I really sucked at test taking. I was absolutely terrible. I still am. So there's only 2 times that I ever knocked it way out of the park that I can recall anyways, where I did the best. That one, Advanced Organic Synthesis Chemistry, and Biochemistry. Biochemistry, I rocked the crap out of that class. Everything else I usually went derpy on. Even started taking my tests in small rooms by myself. It helped a lot. Mia got 100 on most of your tests. I can't remember the last time I got 100. Tests became so freaking difficult. There was no way to get 100. Hell, even the professor probably didn't have the correct answer half the time. Then Archo says, one time I snapped a ruler in art class and the whole class saw. The teacher gave me an earful and told me to buy a new one. Try and guess what I did. You did not try to glue that thing back together, did you? Or tape it? Because you know the calibration is ruined on that piece of equipment forever. Granted, that piece of equipment is just a small ruler, but still, it's broke, man. You ain't getting that thing back together. Bought an Ultraflex ruler that can't snap, and the whole class started laughing. Hey, you're coming up with solutions here. I think it's funny, but I think that's effort is what that is. Now I'm gonna give you a little insight. Here's a fun one. They have really cool engineering rulers, is what they call them. They're stainless steel rulers. Those things not only bend like crazy, because you could probably snap one. Or no, okay, you wouldn't snap it. You'd probably just bend it, contort it out of shape forever. But you could beat somebody with it. Like, that's probably not a good thing to advertise, but it's truth. They're stainless steel. Mia, you need to take the PSSA. I do not know what that is. Once upon a time, I took the MCAT. No, I don't. Did I? Or did I take a practice MCAT? Because I didn't pay for it, so if I can't even remember now because I didn't need to take it. But yeah, it might have been a practice because I think you have to pay for the MCAT. We had like a session or something. I can't remember now. I'm getting to that point where I'm officially old enough to forget crap. I sucked at art, though. I'm not really great at art, I'll give you that. I'm in the same boat. I kind of suck. Ah, the first hour of the stream is almost down. Alright, actually, it's kind of down. Zachary Necrozma, hope Darkrai shines for you tonight. Hey, I appreciate you coming by, my friend. Like I say, I'm only going to do a 2-hour stream on this one, so it better shine soon. I hope Motor Drive is correct that we're literally going to see this thing sparkle at 100. I think it's safe to say I've earned it. Because I say so. Old Man Nito. Laugh it up. It's going to happen to us all. But yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where I think I can consider myself old. Sucks-ish. It's not the worst thing in the world, but hey. Thoughts on the return of Greninja, asks Chadon. My friend, I actually was just talking about this, unless you were lurking when I talked about it, but so I think if they're going to bring back Ash Greninja, and it seems like Journeys is just knocking it out of the park. They're absolutely ending on the highest of high notes. So, if they're going to bring back Ash Greninja, if they're going to possibly do a champion run, if Ash is really going to have all these accomplishments coming back, and we've brought back Gary, and we've brought back Paul, and we've had crazy callbacks, I think it's time that he defeats Leon, becomes the champion to Sea Salt's Point, and we don't see Ash anymore. He's no longer the protag. We see somebody else possibly take over as the protagonist for the next 20 years, and Ash pops up as the champion, so that all the old people will be like, oh my god, man, that right there, that's my champion. That's Ash, the original. He's the OG. I think that's a great way. I agree with Sea Salt 100%. That's the way it should go. To have Ash end on a high note, because that was the idea, is Ash never won, you know, so they kept it going. His journey never ended. And you know what, I guess, you know what, maybe that's the problem, maybe. Have we caught up with Journeys yet? No, not really. I kind of announced it as a spoiler, so I guess I should have announced that one as a spoiler. Yeah, I apologize. I guess I should have said something about that being a spoiler. I didn't think about that. I hope nobody was offended by that. I will be better. I will do better for everybody's sake. But I don't know, because the idea is the journey continues, right? We're over 1,000 episodes in. The journey continues. So should it ever end? I guess let's do that. Let's do that. All right, tell me what you think. Let's see what you guys think. Should Ash always be the main character? Should the journey always continue? Or do you think it's time to say Ash should have a huge high note, i.e. defeat Leon and become a champion? And then we move on to a new protagonist. With cameos from Ash, by the way. Lexi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's going to be a shorter stream, but I appreciate seeing you here. I think Sea Salt is 100% correct. Let's see Ash go out on top and then not disappear, but take a secondary role and no longer be the guy. Just like Brock and Misty, where they were main characters for a very long time, but eventually we moved on. And everything was fine without Brock and Misty. It was okay. Can we move on without Ash? That's the poll. Mia says, if Ash does, and then we should focus on Go. That's also where Sea Salt was at. I agree, actually. I think it would be really cool if Ash was no longer the main character. If Ash became the champion, and you know, he wanted to become a champion. That's been the thing. He's always wanted to become a Pokemon Master. Well, if he's a champion of a region, he is a Pokemon Master. Not only that, he is a Pokemon Master with a Mega Stone, with a Z-Ring, with special Pokemon. You know, he had Lycanroc and Greninja both had things that had never been done before. Melmetal is a mythical, and he's the only one in the world that has Melmetal. So he's done that as well. The only thing Ash really hasn't done is catch and keep a legendary permanently. He's battled legendaries. He has battled mythicals. He has caught ultra beasts. So Ash literally has done it all. Is it time to say, Ash, you win the league, you become a Pokemon Master, dreams happen, and you can do anything if you stick with it long enough? Then tie it up with a bow and send it off, and then we start Scarlet Violet, and Pokemon SV series comes out with Go, the protagonist. Oh yeah, sorry, Naganadel. Which, by the way, I should have mentioned that because Naganadel is one of my favorite Pokemon. It is a freaking poison dragon. You have any idea how long I was waiting for a legendary / mythical / ultra beast, some kind of special Pokemon that was dragon poison? And then they just spoiled me because they gave me a second poison dragon in Gen 8. Oh, I love being a poison type lover. Also, I really loved how in Sun and Moon, Gladion was very mad at Lusamine for allowing Faba, although she didn't know, but still, he was mad at Lusamine, and he certainly was mad at Faba for creating Silvally and then locking the Pokemon up. And furthermore, literally putting a restrictor, that mask, and creating type null. So we established in Sun and Moon, okay, it is bad to lock Pokemon up simply for what they are, which are powerful beasts. Good. Okay, that is established. Pokemon Journeys, what do they do with Eternatus? They stick it in a safe, and then they put the safe inside a security box. And they say this Pokemon shall never, ever, ever be released again. What the hell did we just learn in the season before this, man? That's not okay. No, you don't do that. Henry, the poll is Ash in the Pokemon anime. I should have titled it. You're right. That's on me, Henry. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Should Ash be the main protagonist forever in the anime? Should the journey continues after, I think we're at like 1,200 episodes? Should it always be as the journey continues? Or should Ash end on a colossal high note, accomplish his dreams, become a Pokemon master, and then that's it? Goodbye, Ash. He becomes like Cynthia, a significant champion-level character that shows up every now and then, and it's great to see him again, but he is not our guy anymore. And I agree with Sea Salt in chat 100%, as I think that's the way to go. Ash wins. End of story. The journey's over. He accomplished everything. Now it's time to hand on the torch and move on. Mia says, if Go is not the main character, maybe we should focus on Lily and finding her dad. Good point. Whatever happened to that? How come we never saw that come to a conclusion? Welcome back, Mal. How are your tacos that I am highly jealous of? I would love those tacos. Soft-shelled or hard-shelled, by the way? Because I got to be honest, I'm a soft-shell person, guys. Chad says, Ash should still be the MC, though, the main character. I mean, it's Pokemon. They want money, of course. He's literally the face of Pokemon. But then again, if Ash wins, he's literally the champ of everything. Let's go with this. Money and marketing aside, from a writing standpoint, should Ash continue on as the main protag? From a writing standpoint. Let's pretend we're in Black and White, or even Sinnoh. The Pokemon anime started losing its luster and lost a lot of viewership at Gen 3 and on, all the way to X and Y. So let's say we're at the point where they're trying to hit it big. They're trying to write good. They're not trying to write for safety. You know, they're not trying to keep a good thing going so that they don't screw up the numbers. We're going off of good writing, simply what would make the best story to tell. Would it be keep Ash and the journey continues forever and we don't break that tradition? Or is it time after 25 years, like you just said, somebody in chat earlier? It's been 25 years since the anime started. Is it time to let go of Ash and let him become a champion? Also, no. I just remembered. We can't lose Ash yet. Guys, there's one thing we haven't seen Ash do. There's still one thing that we've got to see, and he's done it one time, but there's one last thing I got to see before we let go of Ash, if that ever happens. Chad says there's going to be nothing after that unless they pull another goal for him. There is one more. Yeah, and that's the thing is Pikachu. Yeah, they got Pikachu for money. Go has a Raichu, so technically that counts. No, the protag would have to have an Eevee, I think. Yeah, or maybe that's what they do. From now on, Ash has a travel companion that's another main character, not like a side main character like Serena. We're talking like main character like Ash and Go. Both right now are main characters. If I'm not mistaken in saying that, they're both main characters. No, there is. I guess Ash's father. Yeah, we would love to see him meet his father, but that'd be a very awkward conversation. 25 years, Dad. Where have you been? Just saying, like, you've been off trying to pursue your dreams. I grew up with Mom. Alone. And you know who funded this? No one. That'd be a very awkward conversation. Chad says, and also remember the ending of the league in Sun and Moon. Ash was lost on what to do after. Olivia helped him on what to do. I could give you that. Ash was he wasn't saying I got to be a Pokemon master, although that may have just been leaving him off, you know, like what should I do after this? Oh, there's another region, I should go there, you know, one of those things. No, guys, there is one thing Ash has not done in the anime that I forgot. I have to see this. This has to happen. This has to happen, and they haven't done it yet, but it's got to happen. This has got to go down. What do you think I'm thinking, guys? It just hit me like a ton of bricks. What is the one thing Ash hasn't done yet? The one thing we never saw. Or I guess we did see it, but it was in black and white. There's my hint. My hint to you guys is the thing that I just realized he hasn't done, he sort of did in Pokemon Black and White. What was it? There's a thing he's got left to do. Something important. Not just like catch a legendary or something like that. No, this is something that should... Yep, there it is. You got it. Chad got it. Perfect. The fight with Giovanni. Ash has not faced Giovanni 1v1. That is 100% what I was thinking. He is correct. Or they are correct. Chad, you got it. Ash battled Giovanni 1v1. Pikachu versus Persian. However, it only lasted about 15 seconds, and it was like 2 moves long. And then it basically was Pikachu got hit with Power Gem, and then technology came in and ruined the battle. He pulled some tech stuff. Ash never faced Giovanni 1v1. Ash should pull a red, face Giovanni, defeat Giovanni, and break Team Rocket up. Or something. Maybe not. I don't know. He needs to face Giovanni. That's the one thing he hasn't done that we should totally have, is he should totally face Giovanni. We had Team Rocket be the big baddies in Black and White. We saw Team Rocket get majorly involved with Necrozma in Sun and Moon. We have established that Team Rocket absolutely comes back and comes back and comes back. So they should bring Team Rocket back. The organization, not Jesse and James. Bring the organization back, and Ash needs to defeat Giovanni. That is the last thing I think he needs to do, and then I'll be happy to send him on his way. Become champion, beat Giovanni, and then that's it. No more Ash. We're good. Ended on a colossal high note. Like, such a high note that Ash would literally hold the pinnacle of accomplishment in the anime for the next 25 years. For Go to catch up, or I should say for Go to have a moment like that, or moments, he would also need 25 years of the anime. That is what I think should happen. I think that they should have Giovanni and Ash have a showdown. And of course, there's a lot of fan base that wanted Ash to have a showdown with Giovanni and say, "I am your father, Ash." Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but that would be cool since he's Silver's father. So you know that's for the games canonically. So we can go off the record for the anime, right? Glitchy says there was going to be a Team Rocket versus Team Plasma in Black and White anime. It was canceled. Well, that sucks. That would have been sick. That would have been absolutely sick. I kind of feel like they should have done that. Because Jesse and James kind of did a showdown with Team Skull. But rather than a big showdown, it was just a street brawl. So I think absolutely they should have considered the Team Flare arc. Team Flare arc was really good. I was convinced. I was legitimately convinced that Lysander was a jerk. Like, I was legitimately convinced that I hated this guy because he's such a two-faced jerk. Like, this guy is a master plan. Not a big fan of the Zygarde rock thing. That was kind of weird, but that was probably not a highlight in my mind. At first, says Chad, I thought Alon gave Ash the Pokemon League trophy for helping Lysander. Or was going to. Spoilers for X and Y. You've been notified. Spoilers. Coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ash should have beat Alon and became the XYZ, or the Kalos Conference champion. That 100% should have happened. It was a weird pivot for him to go back to school in Sun and Moon anyways. So I feel they should have just owned that pivot. Like, at this point, just make him the champion and then screw it, he's back in school. Make that pivot and own that crap. But I had heard rumors. I never looked into it. I had heard rumors that there was a plan to make Ash the champion in X, Y, and Z. And whatever happened is they switched writers to a previous crew of writers, and they decided to make Ash lose to Alon. Even though he had a type advantage with a Mega Evolved Pokemon that stamina was higher. Nope. He still lost. I don't know if the conspiracy was true, if that's what happened. If the writers were changed last minute. I just know that I was so pissed for that moment for Ash when he lost, and I was just like, oh my god. You didn't just have plot armor. Like, Alon didn't have plot armor. Ash got speared by a spear made of plot. And I was like, oh, that sucks. You guys literally wrote such a great battle. And then you turn around and just say, oh, wait, no, Ash can't win, though. That cannot happen. We absolutely cannot have Ash win. So, great battle, great ending. Just make sure Ash falls. And it was like, dude, you just had the infinite hype train fall out of the sky and plummet into the ocean. Like, you can't give up that much hype if you wanted to again. No way would they be able to. That's catching lightning in a bottle and then throwing it in a dumpster. Can't happen again. It was just perfect. Perfect disaster. Ranta, my friend, I just saw you log onto your Switch. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Chad says, the type advantage was so bad. That hurt. I don't even like talking about it. Damn it, Ash. He should have won that, man. His team was so good. We had an emotional connection to every member of his team. Alon was just a dude. And furthermore, Alon pulled a Tobias to an extent. He battled and defeated every gym leader with one Pokemon, except it wasn't even a legendary. It was just a Mega Charizard. Don't tell me that wasn't catering to the fact that it's a black Charizard. Like, that was just a fan service is what that was. Mal says cat in a box. Nito says tacos in his tummy. All right, guys, we're going to go 40 more minutes here, and then I'm actually going to call it a stream. Short and sweet, what do you guys think? Crazy luck, Darkrai early. Don't make me work for it. I've worked for everything. I'm tired of working for it. Just throw it at me and be done with it. Will this happen? I already proved I can catch the Darkrai without the Master Ball. So, you know, I've used the same Chimecho to catch all of my legendaries so far. I can make this happen. Just throw the shiny at me. Let me go back to my Shaman hunt after this. By the way, I need to do a service to the world. Just in case anybody here has heard differently. I don't know why. Articles, YouTubers, I just keep hearing people spreading misinformation. So I thought I would let you know. The event, just like Shaman, the event only goes for a limited time, and it is from the new moon to the full moon. April 1st through May 1st, basically. And maybe the dates are wrong. Maybe it was May 10th or something, but I think it was only April 1st to May 1st. Let me just make this clear, because I've seen so much of this. Darkrai does not disappear after May 1st. This right here, the member card gift, you have to get that to encounter Darkrai. This item is only available from now to the end of April. However, Darkrai is here forever. If you have the member card, you can still encounter him whenever you want. So don't let anybody walk away or don't see somebody say, so wait a minute, Darkrai is a limited event. Because Darkrai is not the limited event. The member card is what's limited. So if you pick up the mystery gift, which, by the way, to encounter Darkrai, you have to beat the Elite Four, you have to have the National Dex, all that. However, the download for the member card, you can get at any time. So if anybody walks around and you see misinformation going around that Darkrai is not available after May 1st, that is not correct. It's that the member card is not available after May 1st. Just a quick little tidbit I thought I'd let everybody know just in case. Ranta says, Nito, do you think that maybe perhaps Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is going to be a reboot? Going to be a reboot for the Pokemon series? I could not tell you because I don't understand what you're asking. However, I can tell you I'm really excited for it. Because I always love seeing different cultures represented in Pokemon, of course, but furthermore, my favorite color, purple, is finally represented in a mainstream Pokemon game, especially because we're going back to having two colors. You know, we had sun, moon, sword, shield. Now we're going back to colors. Scarlet, violet. To your point, maybe that is a reboot right there. Mia says, does anybody need Arceus for their Pokedex in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? I don't. I don't know why I would need it at all, actually, but I'm pretty sure I don't. But I appreciate the offer. Sea Salt says, Nito opinions on Sprigatito. Okay. You asked for it. Let me get a drink of my energy drink before I give you that. Also, I was going to show you guys. So I actually speedran this game. That's all I got. This is all my Pokemon. That's what happens when you speedrun it straight and go for that and that. But this Chimecho literally forgot the move Fear and learned Psychic years ago. Sprigatito. It's a green cat. I mean that. It's literally, I have no attraction to that design. I look at it and I go, it's a green cat with very little effort. Like, it's just a green cat. Not particularly impressed. Chikorita was a simple design, but it was also an effective design. Drawing a cat and then turning it green, I was not impressed. And it's not that it's bad, it's just I'm not impressed. Fuecoco. Fuecoco will be my starter because of how I feel about Quaxley. I'm not particularly fond of Quaxley at the moment. It's not, again, same thing. It's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I don't look at Quaxley and go, oh. Like, I saw Poplio, and I'm like, ooh, Poplio looks fun. He's a little sea lion. This would be cool. He's a little sea cub. He's going to evolve into something cool. Sprigatito, I'm like, it's a green cat. And Quaxley, I'm like, it's a duck. Like, it's really weird. Why does it have a hat? I don't know. Actually, Quaxley's not that bad. Fuecoco definitely looks weird. I'll give it that. It doesn't look like a Pokemon. It looks like something out of Mario. But I'm thinking Fuecoco is going to become a fire-breathing Cayman someday. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I kind of want that. I bet that's going to happen. I mean, we had Feraligatr as an alligator. Granted, Croconaw was a crocodile, but let's ignore that. It doesn't work well with my point, so I'm not going to talk about it. Feraligatr's an alligator. Crocodile is a crocodile. I lost my words there for a sec. So going off that logic, the only lizard-like aquatic being that we haven't emanated in Pokemon is the Cayman. So if we have a Cayman coming and it's a fire-breathing Cayman, I'm on board with that. That's where my chips are at, man. That's what I'm putting down. Sosa says it'll never happen. What'll never happen? I'm sorry, I missed the context for that comment. Or are you talking about my shiny? I hope that'll happen. Chad says, if Ash continues... Oh, maybe the poll are you talking about? Yeah, I honestly don't think they're going to get rid of Ash, but thankfully we're just talking about what would work, what would be good, what we think should happen, not what they'll do. I think they'll keep Ash forever. Chadon says, if Ash continues to Scarlet Violet, hiccup, double hiccup, I feel like Fuecoco would be the Gibble-style Pokemon for Ash. I don't know how to explain it, although a fire ground starter would be kind of cool. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the one Pokemon who always messes with Ash. I could see it. I mean, yeah, Gibble was a unique character, and Totodile as well. So I could see Fuecoco being like a particular character. I mean, Oshawott was a very unique anime character. It wasn't just a Pokemon, you know. It had a lot of character to it. Archo's back. Sea Salt says, all I hope is that Sprigatito stays on 4 legs and does not become the next Litten. Hey, I became fond of the design of Incineroar after a while. As long as it doesn't turn into Serperior, where it's a cat when it starts and then it loses all its legs and turns into a snake, then I'm happy. Glitchy says, I might choose Fuecoco, but I'm also stuck on Quaxley. Decisions. Ranta says, I hope none of the starters take the Litten path. No hate on Incineroar. He's cool and fun, But to hate on Incineroar, no, I love Incineroar. That Pokemon's great. I love playing him in Smash. And in the anime, the Masked Royal and Incineroar is a great little comedy bit. Love it. Absolutely love it. Sea Salt, Fire Dragon, starter type. Ah, talking sacrilege here. You can't have a Fire Dragon and not be a legendary. And Archo says Incineroar gets Intimidate, so he's valid. Well, Greninja gets Protean, so also valid. Actually, you know, it'd be kind of cool is if the starters in this game were to get types that just simply haven't been done, like no, I guess I don't know, because I don't want to say like they're bland, but think about it. If Fuecoco turned into a fire and ice type, how would you feel? Would you think that's like, whoa, that's crazy? Why the hell would you do that? Or you think that'd be awesome? Like, wow, they really stretched their legs out on that one. Fire and rock makes sense, you know. It's heat and a rock, okay. Fire flying makes sense. Okay, it's a fire-breathing, flying lizard that should be a dragon and later was turned into a dragon. Makes sense. Fire ice for a starter? Wow, that's really, really weird. Do you think they would take a risk like that? I don't think they ever would. I think they go with the easy route, if you will. Like water and ice, you know, something simple. Not water fire type or water fairy. Wait, what am I talking about? We already did water fairy. Think of something else now. Quick, go. What would be weird? Something that water electric. That'd be a weird starter, right? I think that the starters are not meant for those wild types, if you will, those weird ones. Chadon says, I really hope Kalos starters come back this season. Or not this season, I'm sorry, this generation, Scarlet Violet. I like the Kalos starters. I don't know why they get some hate, to be honest. I thought they were great. Normal is weird. You're all right. Water normal? I just say normal in general is weird. Archo says, I've been thinking about Final Fantasy VII so much recently. When you play the remake, you'll know what it feels like. I know. I hope I don't die before I get the opportunity. I'm going to play the remake 1, 2, and 3 back to back to back. I think I'm going to be like one of the only people that waited that long. Guys, PlayStation Plus was talking about doing downloads for PSP games. I am telling you right now, if PlayStation Plus does a download for Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, or actually it's Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, I'll buy it. I don't care that I already own it on PSP. Crisis Core is one of my favorite games of all time, and for sure it hit harder than any other game I've ever played. I have never been so emotionally invested into a game as I was Crisis Core. If that happens, I will flip out, and I will buy the game even though I already own it, because holy crap, I really, really hope Square's been working on porting Crisis Core. It is just a fantastic game. The gameplay was not necessarily ideal Final Fantasy, but it did not bother me. I still had a good time playing it. But that story, 10 out of 10 out of 10, just top tier, man. That story is crazy. I had a suspicious ping for a second. I was looking at Discord and I was like, no. I thought somebody pinged and I was like, no way. But it's not what I thought. Archo said, I'm really invested into the remake. It got really good DLC as well. Well, yeah, that leaves me with questions is, did I screw up getting it on PlayStation 4? Or should I have gone with the PS5 version? You know, it'd be cool if I acquired a PS5. Never had problems getting a console before. A credible leaker, says Chadan. Riddler Q, someone who hints Pokemon leaks, which I absolutely give no credit to leakers, just because, one, if they're actually leakers, they're jackasses because they're leaking out their coworkers' work, so screw them. Go jump off a bridge. Number 2, if they are leaking and they're being told to leak things out, then screw Pokemon for going that route for their business. Number 3, leaks are just a good way for YouTubers to get a bunch of false money, or real money for false lies. I will continue onwards. In Twitter has hinted at a dog with 2 wheels for Scarlet and Violet. Thoughts on that? Dog with 2 wheels? A dog with 2 wheels. Like a handicapped dog IRL, or are you talking about? Or like a chariot? Sea Salt says, Square will do a port for Final Fantasy, but then Kingdom Hearts gets the cloud treatment. On the Switch it does, which you said it. Never mind. All right. So you said on the Switch. PlayStation is where Kingdom Hearts belongs in my heart. Even though Final Fantasy did start on the Nintendo, but hey. Archo says the PS5 version will come with DLC. It includes Yuffie before she normally shows up, and she teams up with the faction of Avalanche. Oh, yeah, that is weird. You're right. Yuffie does show up pretty early if she's still in Midgar. It would be cool. It would be cool, a handicapped dog. I mean, I'm down for any design. Actually, it's kind of funny. Hey, you guys, I came up with a fake mon. I was just joking around a while ago. I was trying to predict Pokemon Gen 8. I was way off. I thought we were going to get an Egypt region, or at least I was going to make, if I was in charge of Pokemon, an Egypt region. It was a mix of new and modern versus old and ancient. And it'd be a very open world-esque game. And I was going to call them Pokemon Astral and Pokemon Earth. It didn't happen, but that was my idea. We were joking about how, like, I like Pokemon most people don't like, which are the animated inanimate objects. So, Electrode, I like Electrode. I like Voltorb, it's simple but effective. Garbodor and Trubbish, I like them. Just so I said, if I were going to design an animated object Pokemon, I would call it Smolder. It is the combination of the words smolder and tire. And it would be a fire ground type because it'd be an animated tire. And, you know, when you do a burnout, your rubber meets the road. The fire and the ground meet. So fire type, ground type, and I call it Smolder. I thought that was pretty fun. In the world of Fakemon, I bet that would go appreciated. Archo says, yeah, she's in Midgar during the DLC. You run into characters from the main story. Wait, am I reading spoilers now? Why would I do that to myself? It's Yuffie. I know she's in the game. Don't tell me anything about Vincent. Same thing, though. Vincent shouldn't be in the first game. And it's so cool to see the events unfold through different eyes. It also comes with a post-credit scene. Good. All right, he left it there. Just want to make sure we're not going to go too deep. I don't want to ruin it for myself. But, dude, Yuffie in Crisis Core was a really, really cool thing. If you saw that, basically they present you with a decision on the very first mission of the game, and it's basically just, it's a physical, like, do you go left or do you go right? If you go right, you get a battle. If you go left, you actually run into Yuffie as a child, or she is a child at the time. Sea Salt said he wasn't joking. It's literally a handicapped dog. I mean, it'd be okay if that's the idea. Like, a handicapped dog, is that a problem? No, not so much. But it depends what, like, are they using the handicap as what do you call it? A gimmick. Are they using it as a gimmick, basically crutching on the fact that, hey, look, handicap, we're inclusive? Or is it classily done? Yeah, I'll just look it up. Screw it, I'll look it up. I don't look at leaks because I think they're full of crap, but that's fine. I will look this up. What do you think of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII? One of the first original badasses I ever met in my gaming career. That was weird. I heard a click. Let's see. So, well, that didn't work. So let's try this. I'm going to type something I never saw myself typing, so I'm doing this for you guys. Scarlet, Violet, Leak, Pokemon. I will love him in the remake. He is so funny. I would love to see what he's voiced like. I always felt like he should totally have a voice in, or I wanted to hear his voice. And I saw it in Advent Children, I suppose, but he didn't get a whole lot of time to shine. I cannot find. So I typed in Pokemon Scarlet Violet leak, and I got Mufasa, or I should say Sprigatito evolving into Mufasa. So I don't think I looked up the right phrase. Mal says cat in a box. To which I say once again, tacos in my tummy. His voice actor does such a good job, he gets plenty of screen time too. I am going to love playing Final Fantasy VII the remake. I can't decide if I want to do it, because I almost wonder, can I hold out long enough for them to finish the whole thing? But if I do, it's going to be such a legendary thing that I did. They will write articles about me, Archo. They will be like, the man with the more patience in the world than anybody else. Shiny hunts for 12 years waiting for Final Fantasy VII the remake to get finished. Iron Diamond will. Tart, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, I was trying to read your name. I will shorten that down to Tart if you're okay with that. Welcome. How are you doing? I am not going to go for but maybe 25 more minutes. But, there you go. Sea salt, you can send it to me. That'd be the best way. That would work great for me. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking at the right stuff here. Because there's like Volo. No, there's a cat with a top hat. Sprigatito is going to be a cat with a top hat. By the way, I did see... I said that there was a good chance I wasn't the only one to think about this, but I had joked in the previous stream that I was a genius. I was like, I know exactly what Sprigatito is going to evolve into. Its name, anyways. I thought it was going to... Or I thought it was a genius, because I was like, I would name it Desperado. It makes perfect sense, right? Turns out that is not an original idea. Well, I did come up with the idea, so did about 1,000 people, so... I am absolutely not a genius. We've all come up with that idea. I was not the first, the second, the third. There's like 1,000 people that all thought, oh, you know, it'd be cool, Desperado. Cat puns. So, yeah, you can't DM me? Well, let me see. I wonder why. Well, let me try and fix that on the fly. Deckert. How to DM. Let's try this. DM. Your message could not be delivered. This is usually because you don't share a server with the recipient. Don't give me that crap. What the heck? Okay, send a friend request. Invite to server. No. Add friend. Try that. I just sent a friend request. Maybe that'll get somewhere. Archo says, I love the remake. You'll be so invested in the characters and the writing. I can't wait to relive it. Dude, I played Crisis Core when I was like 13 or 14. Oh my god, did that game hit hard. That was so crazy. I love Crisis Core, man. I was so invested in those characters. And I keep saying Crisis Core versus Final Fantasy VII because it was voiced, it was 3D. Well, I guess so was 7, but it was higher graphics, you know? Weekend stream? Possibly. I'll have to see. No promises at the moment. There's a few things I gotta take care of, but I will see you, Mia. You'll be the first to know. Or actually, everybody will. I need to post it in my community tab because I haven't done that in freaking forever. Chad says, sorry to start something, but Final Fantasy VII is overrated. That is fine. You are welcome to that opinion. There is nothing wrong. I built this whole channel and server on the idea that having an opinion like that does not make you an enemy. Same thing with the no generational gaps. There's a lot of bickering that goes back and forth when it comes to, like, you know, the golden age of Pokemon was Gen 1. No, it was Gen 5. No, it was Gen 3. Zelda was only good in Majora. No, Ocarina. No, A Link to the Past. You know, it's same thing. Okay, so let's see. That is not a Pokemon. If this was... Alright, hang on. So where's the Pokemon at, though? You showed me the screenshot. That is an IRL dog. That is real. Archo says, just think of your favorite moments early in Final Fantasy VII, then imagine them in 4K longer. Dude, I can't even wait to go through Midgar in HD. That's going to be so sick. That's what we meant by... Yeah, no. Sorry, Sea Salt. I misunderstood. I thought that they actually had an image for the Pokemon. Not a handicapped dog like IRL, an actual dog. I thought you had an image for a drawn version of it. In which case, yeah, it'll be weird, but it depends how it's presented. If it's a gimmick, I don't want them turning disabilities into gimmicks, but you got to understand, I hate leaks because I watched Pokemon get dragged through the mud for Gen 8 because somebody started a rumor based on a leak that there was going to be something called Armored Evolution. And there are tons of people who wrote articles and made money on those articles, made YouTube videos and made money on those YouTube videos, spreading lies about the Pokemon Company, saying that it is confirmed that Armored Evolution is coming. People got pissed and said, this isn't Digimon, man. Come up with an original idea. And I even know somebody who held it against them until it was confirmed that there wasn't. Literally, the game came out and there was no Armored. It was Dynamaxing. And no one apologized. Nobody said anything. Nobody got called out. Nobody got the money taken away from them for spreading those lies. So Pokemon got damaged. Their reputation got damaged. Granted, they're so huge that it wasn't much damage. Even the National Dex thing didn't really hurt them. But still, it's the idea that they were damaged for no reason. So if the dog thing isn't real, then I don't want to get mad because they may be turning disabilities into gimmicks only to find out I've been lied to. So that's the only thing I'm saying is I just try to keep a skeptical mind. I'll believe it when I see it type of thing. That said, huge if, I'm sensitive to these things. I don't like seeing disabilities turned into gimmicks. So if it does happen, I'll be the first one who's like, hey, Pokemon, what you think you're doing? Show some respect. Archo says, who here has played Persona 5 Royal? I have played Persona 5. It's over on the shelf. It's backlogged. I regret everything, Archo. I regret everything. I haven't even finished my Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough. It was my second playthrough, and it's not done. So I regret so many things. Shin Megami Tensei 3. I have not played it. I watched a streamer friend of mine, Skyheart Demon, play a lot of it. It looks great. 3 is the new one, right? Just let me double check because I'm not an expert on these things. But 3 is the one that came out on Switch 5 months ago, 6 months ago, right? I just want to check because I don't have as much experience with Shin Megami Tensei. But Persona 3, 4, and 5 is where I'm at. I played all of 3, all of 4, and 5 got backlogged, but I played a little bit of it. And then I stuck it on my backlog, and it's been sitting there for years. Shin Megami Tensei, I played my friend's copy, if you will. I basically played it a little bit on DS, the original Nintendo DS. I do not remember which one it was, but I believe Shin Megami Tensei 3, in fact, I'll look it up now, is the one that just came out less than a year ago. I just want to check because, like I said, I'm not an expert. No, not 3, 5. 5 just came out. I knew I was wrong about that. I have not played 3. 5 is what I have seen. 3, I would only have played it. Well, let me look that up too. I mean, you know, so I can do that. I can look that up. Shin Megami Tensei 3, if it was on the DS, I played it. But this is a PS2 game. I have not touched this game. Looks pretty sick, but I have not touched it. So I have no experience with that. Shin Megami Tensei 5 looks fantastic, though. But again, I don't own it. I just watched Skyheart Demon play it a lot. She streamed the crap out of it for a while. It's I don't know. It's just an excellent game. There's nothing more to say. It is an excellent game. Shin Megami Tensei 5, I'm glad to see they promoted it, especially because there's a lot of maturity in that game. And by maturity, I mean there's a lot of maturity. That game is very rated R, and at least I think it is. And it's fantastic, but I never imagined that they would have promoted that being how the rating is on their Nintendo accounts and such. You know, it's crazy. Sorry to talk about leaks again, and that's fine. You can talk about it. I'm not offended. It's just I just don't want anybody believing leaks because you may get offended at a company that doesn't deserve it. Let's get on them for all of the quality issues, not for things they didn't do. The dude also leaked Pokemon Legends Arceus. Most was okay, so maybe he's legit. In that case, screw that guy, man. If I am working on a game and you go and leak it, man, if I find out who you are, my coworker that leaked my hard work, I'm eating your sandwich at lunch, and I'm not telling you that it was me that did it. That's what I would do, man. Tart says, did everyone here play the first games of Diamond and Pearl? Actually, here, Tart, I'll impress you right now. Let me do this. I gotta turn a light on. Hang on. Tart, give me a sec. I promise this is worth it, Tart. You're gonna love this. Just give me 1 sec. I promise you're gonna love this. I think you're gonna love this. Wait, how do I... Oh, hang on 1 sec. I gotta move cords around. My wire control is awful. My cooling pad in this computer is literally running on the switch at this point because I'm out of USB ports. All right. Give me just 1 sec. Oh, shoot. Give me just a sec. I'm sorry. My wire control is awful. I am a terrible person. Oh, yikes. I wasn't planning on doing it this stream, so I didn't have it set up and... Almost. Yeah, it's Shin Megami Tensei 5 has pickles. Yes. All right, let me just pull this up really quickly. There we go. All right, next. Switching to the second overlay. Check it out. Tart, you're gonna love this. Here it goes. Darkrai, you're not shiny. So obviously I have the Shaman. Ignore the fact it's talking about Shaman. This is from the last one. Screen capture. And select screen. I want that one. Done. Ta-da! All right, let's do this. Fast-paced, huh? I guess I haven't seen the ending of it. All right, guys, check this out. I'm actually going all out on this one. All right, ready for this? I'm going to switch it over. I'm going to switch you guys over. Look, watch this. So let's go ahead and close that off. Audio's gone. You can't hear the game anymore. Just my voice, my lovely, lovely voice. Audio input, DS. What do you think of that? What do you think of this? Old school right here. Old school. And you may wonder where I'm at. I'm actually behind Giratina. I'm over here. Look at this old school. Have I played the original? Heck yeah, I have played the original. Still shiny hunting Giratina for the third time because I don't know how to stop, I guess. and then reset it, soft reset, old school style, LR plus start. I'm sorry, start select. And why not? I'll go ahead. I'll leave Giratina up for the rest of the stream. I'm only going for a few more minutes. Let me put you back on Darkrai. Yeah, I'll leave Darkrai. I mean Darkrai. I'll leave. Obviously, ignore the shaman thing. You know, I'm not hunting shaman. But since I'm going for only a little bit more, oh yeah, I gotta. So one thing for the old school, you gotta save the game. Otherwise, you have a journal. They got rid of the journal in BDSP. Yeah, I was hiding behind it. I thought if I catch it by surprise, that no, actually no. I already have 2 shiny Giratinas, I guess. This is number 3. But this hunt I actually started in tandem with Brilliant Diamond. So this hunt has only been going for 3 months. Zoe, welcome. How are you doing? That was a weird introduction, but it's good to see ya for an April Fool's joke. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to finish up the stream. I'm going to go for maybe 10, 12 more minutes. And I already got it hooked up, so I might as well continue the double hunt. I'm not a fan of streaming double hunting, only because I think that it's used as just kind of a way to double the odds and get more reaction videos. I don't do that. However, I thought I was pretty classy. I put both Giratinas up at the same time. Now that was class in my mind. One shined, one hasn't, but I focused on one more than the other. So that means Giratina's still up. Archo, mind if I repeat my question? I'm sorry, Archo, did I miss your question? You said favorite video game VA. VA. What is VA? Also, Pokemon Diamond resets a lot faster than Brilliant Diamond. VA. Favorite video game VA. Trying to figure, I have no idea. Voice actor, actress. Voice actor, actress. My favorite voice actor, actress. I'm trying to think through all my characters here. Sam Witwer technically counts. He was Star Killer in Star Wars The Force Unleashed. He was also Deacon in Days Gone. And Sam Witwer is absolutely brilliant at voicing Darth Maul. So I'd give that for sure high rank. Like, his voice is his talent is incredible. The old Sephiroth. I can't remember his. I think it was George. I can't remember his name, but the Crisis Core Sephiroth, who also voiced him in Advent Children, and he may have been Sephiroth's voice in Kingdom Hearts actually as well. Also fantastic. I mean, without him, I'm almost afraid of Final Fantasy VII the remake because I've heard Sephiroth's voice. I know they didn't get the original cast back. Cloud and Sephiroth had just fantastic voices in Advent Children, and in the other one, Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus. She voices Jessie, Futaba, and Black Cat. I could agree with you. That's a good. Although I'm only familiar with Futaba. Archo says she kills any role she does. Are you talking? No, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. Zoe says, what is the funniest April Fool's prank? I have only ever really pulled one prank on this channel, and that prank was, it's just, I called it Shiny Prank, April Fool's Prank, Shiny April Fool's Prank 2021, and it was really just making fun of YouTube, so I'm not very funny. I can admit that. Really not the funniest person in the world. So I guess I didn't have much going for me on that front. But yeah, the funniest, unless you're talking like other people's jokes, because I haven't pulled any pranks this year either. Ellie in The Last of Us was excellent. Last of Us 2, same thing. Very, very talented. Trying to go through in my head and see all the other voice actors and actresses that I can think of. Laura Croft, excellent voice actress. Oh, dude. Uncharted. Oh, crap. Sully. I had to think. I got lost in my own head. Sully. Absolutely great voice. Excellent voice. Oh, dude, you know who's an excellent voice? I'm going to look this up. I want to see what other roles they've done. The Evil Within, Ruvik. Ruvik's voice is fantastic. Absolutely great. Scary as crap, man. Absolutely great. I wonder what that person, well, who it was. Evil Within. Huh. Jackie Earl Haley. Last of Us 2 is a masterpiece. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I was shocked when I found out not everybody did. I always thought The Last of Us 1 was not like 10 out of 10 masterpiece. I was not that blown away. I loved it, but I was freaking blown away like I never thought I would be when I played Uncharted 4. I was blown away for Tomb Raider, but I didn't really get that blown away by The Last of Us. It was great, but like not legendary, like greatest thing ever created. And The Last of Us 2, I thought was it drew me in more. So I really and yeah, you still dislike Abby. I wanted to, but it really gave me a real feel to it. Like that was something that I feel like if the world was real, if The Last of Us was a real world, that was something that could have happened. It wasn't an overly cinematic presentation. It was something that sometimes crap happens and you just get stuck dealing with it. And it feels wrong, but it happened, you know? It was a really weird feeling. I loved it. All right, so Ruvik is Jack Earl Haley. He is not resetting my games for me, so I should probably reset myself, right? Chad says, Ash Gray ROM hack, you liked it, which I haven't played ROM hacks, but when will we ever get one? I'd say never. I'm not really big into the ROM hack scene. I have a friend who is, Game Boy Boyle. You guys have seen him hanging around here a lot. He streams once in a while. He's a fantastic streamer. He's do it more. He's also a good musician. Game Boy Boyle knows a lot about ROM hacks. All right, so what were your video game careers? Oh, wow. That's it. So Jack Earl Haley has done a ton of work in filmography, but when it comes to games, The Evil Within, that's it. He was Ruvik, and that was it. That was his only gig. He was in and out. Done. Wow. Archo says, I love how a YouTuber voices Aerith in Final Fantasy VII. Really? What? So she was a YouTuber voice actress and auditioned and got the role, I'm assuming? That's really cool. You usually don't get to see, like, I don't know, the mind of the voice actors. You know, Mark Hamill didn't start well, that doesn't count. Mark Hamill's already known for being Luke Skywalker before he got the Joker role, and Mark Hamill technically counts as a video game voice because Mark Hamill was in Arkham. So, Mark Hamill, I'm going to add to that list of favorite voice actors. All right, even at the end. Wait, did not enjoy her part at all. I missed something. I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, Tart? Archo says, yeah, she was a YouTuber before she auditioned for Aerith, landed the role. That is probably cool to watch. Somebody who started their career making videos and auditioned for the role and got it. That's pretty cool. See, I know I'm critical about anti-influencer, and I don't follow big channels because they're all bought for and paid for, but there's also times where I can really enjoy a good story like that. Absolutely. That is, in fact, I'm probably going to look that up. That's a story I want to know more about. I want to see more about it. I'm also going to call the stream here. And let's start the countdown on the left screen. I will go 6 more resets. I know all of a sudden I'm just like, hey, I'm done. But I wasn't going to go past 9. So let's go 6 more resets. On the left side anyways. And then I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream. Feels a little early, unfortunately. I feel like I had just started getting going, and we've been having some really cool talks. So I will try to go live again when I get some free time, everybody. I promise. So here's number 1. It's good to hear she nailed it, too, because she's going to be associated now with that forever. I mean, literally forever. Archo made an appearance on the screen. On that screen, you all saw it. Archo. Let me go just get him off my friends list. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that was 1 reset, guys. 5 more resets. I'm sorry to call it early, but I had a fantastic time. I had a great freaking time talking about. We talked about Final Fantasy. We talked about a lot of the anime. Really good times, guys, but that's all right. I said it was going to be a short one, and that is A-okay. That was some salt, man. Shots fired, shots fired. Magical Raven, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Raven, I apologize. I got to call it here pretty soon. You came at the end of the stream. But I promised myself I wouldn't go past 9 o'clock. So I'm not gonna. But Raven, how are you doing? How are you feeling? 5 more resets on the left. Here we go. Double resets. Right there. Not on the right. Maybe on the left. Darkrai, we got you? No, bust. All right, 4 more to go, guys. Reset number 2 was a bust. 4 more resets. Anything can happen, especially because I've got double going here. You know, this is technically double odds. I got 2 resets going. Archer says playing the remake is seriously like falling in love with the characters all over again. Dude, nothing hit harder than Crisis Core in my teens. That was incredible. I can't wait to have that again. Like I say, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold out like my plan is to wait for all of them to get done. I'll be here for a decade. Maybe that's what I do. I stream for a decade. And then when they get all the remakes done, I just do it. I stream the whole thing, start to end, every little bit. That'd be crazy. It'd be the biggest project anybody's taken on. It'd be too insane. I saw Deckard, too. Look at that. We got Archo. We got Deckard up in the corner. This is crazy. That was 3. 3 more resets, my friends. 3 more. Let me click there. Archer said, did you hear anything about Zach? Nothing about Zach. I haven't heard anything. So whatever Zach's role is in Final Fantasy VII, if they changed it, don't tell me. I don't want to know if Zach doesn't go through his normal progression. In fact, I want to say that you actually you found it. It was like a secret scene. Like Zach's origin, his story, I think was actually a secret scene. Like you could play all of Final Fantasy VII and never see Zach. Or at least that scene. The important Zack scene, which we all know happens because if you watch Advent Children, I mean, you have to know what happens. All right, 2 more resets, guys. 9 o'clock on the dot. Even I don't know. Okay, so then Zach must not be in the game. For just a second, I didn't think I checked the color enough. I was like, oh my god. That basically could have been me soft resetting over a shiny had it happened because I didn't take a sec to think about Giratina. 2 more resets, and then that's it, guys. As long as they don't change everything. I know that they said they're not following, like, Crisis Core is considered non-canon. It's not canonical to the story anymore. A speedrunner did that. How do you soft reset? Like, is shiny speedrunning a thing? Does that exist? Alright, so here's the last resets, guys. First. Oh, it was Mario Kart. He reset after he did something with 1 in 90,000 odds? Oh, jeez. It was Mario Kart 64. Well, that certainly would suck. That's like accidentally, I don't know, killing a shiny in a speedrun. Then again, if you're on record pace, I mean, you kill that shiny. You don't even stop. All right, let's start with Giratina. The final reset, my friends. I know it was a shorter one today, but I seriously appreciate the good conversations, the good talk. Giratina is not shiny. I will move on. Let's full screen this. Darkrai is slightly terrifying, and I kind of love it. Because he deserves to be terrifying. He deserves all of that. It's a good look for him. All right. As I move this last wire out of the way for this DS, move the Nintendo DS off. Don't need it anymore. It was fun to put the double hunt up for a sec. Guys, I'd like to thank you. I had a great time, and I needed it, and I appreciate it, guys. Seriously. No shiny right now, and once again, I'll probably do some off-stream resetting. But for now, anyways, I invite you all to the Discord server if you would like to join. It is the Great Nidostocracy, a place of no generational gaps, a place where you can proclaim extreme opinions about your games that you actually think, not just proclaim them to see what happens. And I promise there's not going to be harsh reactions because it's just a really calm, nice place. You guys take care. It's been a pleasure, and unless we got something interesting coming here in about 2 seconds, unless I've got a reason to keep streaming, I'm going to end it. And guys, it was a great stream. I really do appreciate it. You guys make this fun for me. I talked for 2 hours like it was nothing. Oh, Darkrai, you're breaking my heart. Farewell, guys. Humble and proud, I am Nido Marquis, and don't worry, Shaman and Darkrai are both my targets right now, and I never stop hunting my target. I hope you guys enjoy your shiny hunts under the hunter's moon, because that moon is not done and neither am I. You guys take care. You have a good night. You have a good weekend, and hopefully you're not freezing like I am, where it literally just dumped like 3 inches of snow on me, 7 inches of snow near me, and temperatures plummeted down to 20 degrees. Stay warm. Stay happy. Nido Marquis out. Humble and proud, guys. Take care.